Nate G 219 held it back in bed. Y'all know what it is. Another one coming at y'all. First, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that channel if you want to help out. Today is November 17th. You know, about a week, a little more, almost 2 weeks from Thanksgiving, you know. But today, big football game here at 325. Buffalo Bill hopefully eating up Kansas City at home in Buffalo. But that was just, you know, the irrelevance of today's topic. Today I'm bringing to you a very sad, tragic story. And it's not, there's no conclusion yet. There's no ending to this story. Unfortunately, a young mother of three, young pregnant mother of three, 25 years old, has been missing. She was last seen on October 10th, leaving her boyfriend's residence. Her boyfriend lives in Gary, Indiana, around 25th in Connecticut. So, if you know anything about Gary, 25th in Connecticut, or east side of Gary, it's just, that portion of Gary is just not the greatest place for anybody to be in this world. It's getting better, but it's just not the greatest place to be. And the last time she had been seen was leaving this boyfriend of hers house. On October 28th, though, was when she was reported missing. Now, she was pregnant. On October 4th, she had measured at 1 centimeter dilated. And that meant that childbirth could be coming at any time, you know, and it's believed that she's had her child by now. It's obvious. If on October 4th she was dilated at 1 centimeter and she was 9 months pregnant, she's likely had this baby. On October 29th, the boyfriend was taken into custody, but it was for a warrant on an unrelated crime, a failure to appear. So, as of right now, nobody has been charged or anything. There's no suspects, there's no, I mean, I'm sure they suspect the boyfriend of something. But even the mother, who I know because of school, we're friends on Facebook. It's not like we hang out or anything, but I do know her. And you'll see her pleas for her daughter to come home. But also, on August 11th, somebody else went missing. And Janiyah McMichael, who was 13 and also believed to be pregnant. Okay, Jamie, her build is, she was 5'3", or she is 5'3", and was 136 pounds, and I believe that was during the pregnancy. So having the baby, I'm sure she's dropped a little bit of weight, but still 5'3", 136 pounds is not a very big person at all. Janiyah McMichael, 13 years old, who had may have also been pregnant, went missing August 11th, and within blocks of 25th in Connecticut. Are these crimes related? We don't know. If there's even crimes involved. I mean, Emma could have just went off, and hopefully that's the situation, but she's a mother of three. Those 3 children are not missing. Those 3 children are being taken care of well. So, this is a very, very tragic situation. Now, that being said, I want to get into the wrong turns. The turns I talk about all the time, and unfortunately, when I post my videos, I can't target a younger crowd because of the stories I tell, some of the stories I tell. And yes, I could have a channel devoted to troubled children, 13 years old, whatever. But that's a very hard thing to do because you got to follow so many guidelines or your video is just going to get bumped. But Emma, she's from Portage, Indiana. And I'm not saying nothing has anything to do with race because Portage is such a diverse area. And we've got every race of people here that you could ever imagine. And it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Yeah, you still got them. I can't even call them how I like to call them. W trash. People. You've got trash everywhere. Trashy people. It doesn't matter how much melanin's in their skin. Trash is trash. Now, Gary, Indiana is not the safest place in the world. At one point in time, it was the murder capital of the United States, and it held them reins for a few years. And I know it's per capita, but Gary, Indiana is a very treacherous place. And to be in Gary, Indiana, as a person with very light skin tone, aka a white person, being in Gary usually, unfortunately, involves having taken wrong turns. Like, I took my wrong turns, ended up right in Gary, gangbanging, selling dope, ended up doing dope, all that. I mean, things that the average person, no matter black or white, the average person that is brought up right couldn't even fathom. I was out there doing them. And I was brought up right. I just made stupid choices. I was like, oh, that looks like a bumpy road. Let's go down that one. See where that takes me. Straight to hell, by the way. Straight to hell. And I don't mean after life hell. I mean hell on earth. Behind the walls of prisons. Behind the mask of a needle. Heroin making you who you are. Making you the happy place, the happy person. Whatever. I was never happy deeply. I felt good. Felt amazing. But I didn't feel good internally. I felt like a piece of crap because I was doing piece of crap things. I was out there hustling. I was out there doing drugs, like real drugs. I'm not talking about smoking a little weed or something like that. I'm talking about I had a needle in my arm. Now, I took them wrong turns intentionally. I, for some odd reason, wanted the life. And I can't blame anybody but myself. My parents were great people, maybe a little naive, and that's because they were brought up in a different time. And they also weren't brought up next to the murder capital of the United States. They didn't, at 16, get a job in Gary, Indiana. And choices became bad. Now, I don't know Emma at all. I do not know her at all. And like I said, I know her mom from school. It's not like we talk or anything like that. So I hope I'm not stirring anything up. But Emma being in Gary, Indiana, at her boyfriend's house, I think was a wrong turn. And I'm afraid of the outcome of this. Emma, as you see in the thumbnail, is a very beautiful girl. Beautiful woman. And Janiyah, absolutely gorgeous. I mean, but these are very young women. Young girl. Janiyah's only 13 years old. And if somebody did something foul to this 13-year-old, oh man, not gonna have a good time. Not gonna have a good time at all. But this video is kind of a hard one for me to talk about because I don't know a lot of the details. I honestly don't feel that I'm the right person to reach out to the mother, but I'm going to, because I am posting this. And if there's any corrections, I will, you know, be the first to correct the videos. Correct whatever I had mistaken. You know, I don't know if Emma had been involved in drugs or anything like that. I don't know anything about her. And Janiyah, I know nobody or anything about her or her family or anything. But Janiyah was from Gary and lived around there. So her being missing from there is very sad, very, very sad and very sick. Unless she's too taken flight and took off. But there's got to be some reasons for that. I mean, 13 and pregnant, depending on who the dad is and what the dad's about, obviously is somebody that real men don't like. Probably manipulated the heck out of a child. And I don't even want to think about things like that right now. It's just a sad, sad situation. We've got 2 missing girls in Northwest Indiana. And yeah, there's searches being done. And I'm going to link a couple news stories in the description of the video. But this is just a very, very sad situation, guys. And I wanted to get that out there. I'm getting ready to do another video on something completely different. This video itself needed its own video. I just want to help share and try to help get these girls home where they belong. And I pray everything's just fine and that maybe they took off and didn't want anything to do. I don't know. I just hope everything's safe, and I pray that everything's safe. My heart goes out to you, and I know you, and my heart goes out to you deeply. And same to the McMichael family. My heart goes out to you deeply. I pray for you guys. But never forget life's choices, guys. You never know what roads it's going to take you down. But hey, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that channel if you want to help out. This is Nate G219 signing out. Peace. Oh, and if they ain't hating it, you ain't making it. Peace.